Hey guys, Q-Bone here. Just going to do a quick video on sort of my definition of a bug out bag, bug out bag, 72 hour bag. Just for you asked, this is just a hot wheat bag, so it's just cloth with wheat in it that you microwave to sort of help loosen up my neck muscles at the moment. You can use it on whatever you want though, but just because I got a sore neck from boxing last night. But anyway, so now the whole idea for me for a bug out bag is it's like 72 hours, 3 days, go bag, whatever you want to call it. Short-term survival, grab it and go, be able to live out of it, or like not even like live, but like survive should, right, the definition should be. It shouldn't be all of your like little knickknacks and crap. Maybe like a USB with copies of important documents, and that'd be about it. The rest should be just stuff specifically for your survival. I don't like the idea of people carrying all these extra clothes and stuff. You see, like, I saw a link for a bug out bag, like a suggested video on YouTube, and it was a Rush 72 with God knows how many molly pouches on it. Looked like it weighed 10 tons, and it said it was a 72 hour bag. I can easily live 3 days with a belt knife and a woolen jacket and like a fire steel and maybe a water bottle. Like, it's not that difficult, like in my area, because I sort of know what I'm doing around here. But I don't know why you'd need quite so much stuff for 3 days. Obviously, you can say, oh yeah, like this, but is it going to help you? Probably, like some of it probably not. Like, it's going to hinder you more than it's going to help you. I think you should be carrying minimal equipment, multi-purpose stuff that's bulletproof, simple. I'm a big sort of believer in the whole knowledge weighs nothing, and the more you know, the less you carry. So having some things that you know how to use well and to fulfill multiple roles. Usually the only way to learn about that is field time. So you take your stuff out, you test it out, and then you can reevaluate it. I think the big thing for me that helps me in that sort of respect is I'm generally a pretty lazy person, in a sense. I hate doing more work than needs to be done on anything. So if I can look at something and go, I could do that so much easier if I did it this way, I'll do it that way. If it takes me a little bit of thinking, then yeah, that's fine. Think smart, and yeah, just do things a lot easier than they need to be done. Don't need to work as hard. It's easier on you in the long run. So if you sort of, for example, had a good belt knife, and like a folding saw, you'd probably be able to get by pretty well with just that. Maybe even a small axe or a tomahawk or something like that as well, or even just the head on a tomahawk, because you can knock up a tomahawk handle pretty easily. If you're in anywhere with wood, and when some people say, but oh, you got to have wood there, well, if you don't have wood, then you're probably not going to need a tomahawk unless you're going to be using it as a weapon. So that's kind of irrelevant, for me anyway. Then something like, I'll probably have one of my big swan dries with me, because it's a very heavy duty bush coat. They're reliable. They've saved my ass a few times when I've got caught out in the woods, and like, because around in New Zealand you get some pretty extreme weather changes. You can go from sunny and like 25, 30 degrees Celsius, so that's like 70 odd Fahrenheit to or 80 or something Fahrenheit to, you know, getting near freezing in a matter of like an hour or two, depending on where you are in the mountains. They just change like that. So I like a good wool jacket, maybe, and then probably a secondary, like a small lighter wool blanket, a couple, maybe 2 extra pairs of good woolen socks, a tarpaulin or like a poncho even, some different kinds of rope, maybe some fishing hooks, a first aid kit, and then you'd have some kind of rifle on like a small chest rig, like the sort of SOE style micro rig. Like I just ordered one of those because one of my buddies has one, and they're really good for being able to wear with a pack. Was the main thing that I bought them for, because I had a chest rig before. Well, sorry, I had like a full vest. Didn't like it. It was cumbersome, and you could only wear it as a vest. I didn't like wearing a pack with it. And then I've got a belt set up as well, like a war belt sort of thing, with suspenders, and it's alright. But I really liked his chest rig. You can carry like 4 30 round AR mags on it, sort of that size, where you can cram a lot of other crap in it. A good size first aid kit, and if you centre it right, play with the straps, you can get your pack straps to fit on pretty comfortably, so you can have like a nice like 30 litre odd pack with all this crap in it, that you're ever going to need for your bug out sort of situation. A chest rig that's small, light, doesn't impede your movement, and it's got sort of all the stuff you're going to need on it. If you need more magazines, you can chuck them in the backpack. It's not going to kill you. Well, hopefully not anyway. I think it's people spend too much time going, oh, what can I chuck in my bag? Or they'll buy a big bag, and then they worry about how to fill it. Whereas really, you should look at the gear you need, and then worry about getting a pack that's the right size. Because I find that with a lot of, like, when I've gone on hikes before, and especially when I started out and I had like a 75 litre pack sort of thing, and you look at it and you go, oh, I'm done. I've filled all the stuff in it, and I've got all this extra room. What can I load in? And you end up taking so much more crap that you don't need on like a 2 or 3 day trip, and it just makes those days hiking so much less enjoyable. So if you really go, I want a water bottle, a nesting cup, 2 metal skewers, and a titanium spork or something, or a metal spoon, either or for me, and then maybe like a little tiny fishing kit or like some different kinds of like bank line, paracord, duct tape, zip ties, couple fishing hooks. First aid could be on your chest rig, ammunition on your chest rig, wool blanket, some food like emergency ration, stuff that you don't like. You want some stuff as well that you don't need much preparation time for, just in case you're really like on the move or you don't want to start a fire because of where you are or anything, or you can't start a fire. You want to be able to eat some stuff without having to prepare it. The ability to carry extra water. So I have my water bottle, and then I'll carry. I've got a couple of these Nalgene canteens. There's a 2 litre one. They're pretty good. Like this one's 90. It says 96 ounces. Pretty sure that's 2 litres, or maybe it's 3. I can't remember. I can shit at those fluid ounces to mil conversions. But it carries a few litres, and at the moment it weighs bugger all, and it folds down really small, which is the other thing. So you can have a nice small little pack. The other thing is because the New Zealand bush is quite thick as well, so like a lot of guys in Australia and some parts of America, like I was going through when I was in Massachusetts, and we were walking through the woods, everyone's like, man, this is a heavy bush, and I was kind of like, are you serious? Like, this is bloody walk in the park for us, because sometimes over here, like just to get through a spot, I'll be like, belly crawling to get through an area, and you can be doing that for quite a while, or on your hands and knees at least, to get through some spots, usually following a game trail and hoping a pig doesn't bloody run into you. But I don't know, it's over here, like anything, like that's why I don't know anyone that uses an external frame pack, because if you get into the bush, it just gets hung up on everything and it's a pain. So there's one thing to take into consideration. A small pack is not going to impede you, so I like something that doesn't come above neck height as well. Neck height is sort of like if you duck under something, I always run into problems with like trying to duck under a branch, and if you've got a pack on, duck under, catch yourself up halfway through. It could be a bit of an annoyance. But yeah, like maybe some stuff for water purification, tablets as well, like 2 Shemars, maybe a tiny personal hygiene kit. You don't need much, I don't think. And then you'll probably want a light and some spare batteries. I doubt you'll need anything else electronic. Keep it really simple, small, lightweight, and multi-purpose. Try to keep the tools sort of to a bare minimum. You pick something multi-purpose, so either like a small axe or a tomahawk head, a good belt knife, and maybe another smaller knife. That should really be it. But I just keep seeing these bloody videos on YouTube, and it starts to confuse / annoy me. And these people go, this is my bug out bag, and it looks like they've never taken it outside before in their life, and they're worrying, and they're going to get 10 metres down the road if they ever need to use it and go, oh shit, I should not have put half this stuff in here, this is going to be hell. Especially if the situation's already hard enough as is, and then you lump on not having the experience of carrying the bag with like a 30 kilo pack, so like 70 pounds sort of thing pack. Some of these bags look like they are just for 3 days, where you don't need anywhere near that much stuff. But anyway, that's just my quick little rant / discussion on what I think an actual true 72-hour bag should be. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video, guys, and I'm going to try and do a few more tonight just because I'm bored. But yeah, cheers.